short one was about getting out of your head. This one is about getting your stuff together. Because mindset alone won't build a business, just like owning dumbbells won't make you strong. You need structure, systems, a plan for how things actually get done. So I went back through all of these conversations again and pulled out the habits people wish they had built earlier, not in their thinking, but in their doing. And this is what I came up with.
I think that the thing that I wish I had developed earlier on was like more systems, writing down how I would do things, which really helps when you finally need staff members or you need more staff members to do things in a standardized way. So I think having a little bit more in terms of like systems and operations would have made things a little easier or less stressful at times.
Absolutely. The incorporating the efficiency early on to create that foundation. I think that's a great one.
I do think documentation from the beginning would have been a great idea. Having a job description for all the roles I wanted, not just the ones that existed. Having systems in place or thoughts of systems that I could put in place so that they were easily activated instead of having to back up and document, but document as I go. I think that would have made growth significantly easier. And I'm really glad that I got a business coach when I did. As a sole owner, that's a skill because it gave me a chance to, kind of like you said earlier, be malleable, receive feedback in a way. And then also, it kept my house a home instead of a second business. So I wasn't going home at the end of the day trying to get opinions of my husband. I still tell him about the business, but he wasn't my sounding board at all times. And that gave me a chance to have a break and rest and reset to go back into the business.
Yeah, so important. Shout out for hiring coaches.
Yes, hire them. Hire all the trusted people.
Yes, and pay them very, very well.
Yes.
So I wish I had been using Trello boards sooner to map out my content. So I do a lot of content generation, and for years it was like I just got inspired, so I'd write a blog on this topic or I'd have this conversation. And now I am much more intentional about, okay, this month, here's who my guest is on my podcast. Here's what the information I want to focus on in my blog. I'm going to record mini episodes of my podcast that align with those blog episodes so people can listen or watch. So it's just like that intentionality and having a tool, like it doesn't have to be Trello, but something Trello's been super helpful for me that just really helps me stay on track and organized. So it's not just me throwing pasta at the wall because I had an idea. It's me being much more strategic about my content approach and messaging.
Yeah. And not just using checklists.
I still
basically
do that too.
A glorified checklist.
Yes. A multimedia, like landscape style checklist.
That's right.
Definitely writing my newsletters ahead of time as opposed to the night before.
I totally relate.
And I'm getting better, but there are some times where it's like, it'll sneak up on me. So I am trying to get better, but yes, I would say that's something. And that's true of blogs. It's true of like any writing content. Try to get ahead of it, I would say.
And it sounds like you've actually implemented that.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. Okay, well, we don't have to know any different.
Exactly. Let's say, 90% of the time it's working.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think it's just having more order in the other areas of my life. I would say that my biggest business mistakes have been less about the things I've done in business and more about, not having my health in check, dating the wrong partners that took me away from my business or drained a lot of my energy and focus, living in places that I didn't really feel like I could operate at my best. And that would be my biggest business mistake personally is, it might sound a little bit weird, but it's like, get your shit together, like get healthy, make sure that your partner is someone who's supporting you and not like taking you away from your goals. That would be my biggest advice to my past self.
Yeah, I think that's great.
One business habit that I wish I'd developed earlier would have been time management.
It's hard.
Time management is everything. And I know people said to me, you own your calendar. And I got it, but I didn't really get it. And now that I get it, it makes a huge difference.
Do you use a particular app or serve? Like, how do you actually manage your calendar?
So I have Microsoft Office, and I am training myself still. I review on Sunday night. I look at the whole week. And then every morning, I must look at the day because there is so much information and so many obligations that come in and out that sometimes if it's in the calendar, doesn't even mean I'm going to see it. So I have to look at it on Sunday night. I have to look at it every single morning, and I actually schedule my tasks. So if I have a to-do list, I don't just have a to-do list. I literally schedule each task in my calendar, and I get a reminder to make sure it gets done. And then at the end of the day, I go back to that list and I go back to my calendar to make sure I've accomplished everything I need to accomplish.
And if you don't,
Then I schedule it for the next day, but then I reschedule it because if I don't, then what happens is something new comes along, something else, the next emergency of the day or the next priority. And then just because you thought about it doesn't mean it happened.
Boundaries with people and time. And I think that that's really important, especially in my business with making sure that I end exactly, when I say I'm going to end. I have clients that could talk and talk and talk and talk, and I have to be responsible to make sure that we're ending on the right time. And it's important for me to keep my business running, and also important for them to be able to practice like responding to boundaries well. So I feel like something that is really important that I wish I learned much earlier on versus I learned it within working is how to keep and maintain that boundary, whether it be like practicing earlier, saying, okay, at the 45-minute mark, because it was 50-minute session, saying, okay, to wrap up, right? And instead of being like not sure, not understanding how to control the ending of the session, and just kind of some of the sessions would just go and go and go and go because I didn't want to cut people off. But I think having a better system of boundaries with time.
I love that, because I'm with you. If someone books like a 45-minute, coaching session with me, it's like, oh, look at that. It's been an hour. It's been an hour and 15 because I'm genuinely like enjoying the conversation. And I feel like, oh, but there's so much more to do, right? But like, that is a slippery slope. So that's a great answer.
And it's important. It's important to keep that boundary for yourself. And it's important for other people to practice like respecting the boundary.
Absolutely.
So it's an important business skill no matter what you do.
Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit. I mean, as I mentioned, as the science proves to us, how you spend your time in the business matters. And early stage founders get so lost so quickly. And it's actually because of trying, not lack of trying. And for a lot of founders, they're kind of learning. You've heard this analogy, right? We're building the plane as we're learning to fly it, kind of thing. It's true, but the thing that you and I touched on in our conversation was distraction, getting distracted. And I teach some very early stage entrepreneurship for like people that are at the ideation phase, for like creatives through the Museum of Contemporary Art, folks in the LGBTQ community. And the number one thing I say to them is keep things in buckets of 3, because you have all these amazing ideas and none of them are bad, but you can't execute on any of them. So if you can't stay focused and let's just go you got 15 things you want to do, that's great. Let's just accomplish 1, then 2, then 3, then reset. Now which 3 take the next top priority, right? So staying focused in that space is really critical
Yeah.
because ultimately what you're doing from the very beginning is preserving how you spend your time in the business. Be humble and accept the fact that you should not be a subject matter experts in all area of your business, and hire the competency around you that takes that off your plate.
Yes, all of it. And
Yeah.
I will add to not just hire people who can do certain tasks and skills better than you, because they exist and it's okay that you're not good at all
Yeah.
of them. But in terms of like being, especially in the ideation phase, being able to seek out the support and feedback from an objective source to help you develop that clarity, I think that is a piece that is so crucial and missing, because like I can't be objective about my own business. Nobody can.
Right.
So if you
And
don't,
I actually say that to every single class that I teach. The first piece of homework that they do is to go out and talk to 100 people they don't know. Because their friends and family will always say, "That's a great idea. You should do it."
yeah,
And if you go talk to 100 people you don't know, they don't know you. So they're going to be like, what is that? I don't get it.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
get it.
exactly.
Or that's cool. I would buy that. That's
But
the
you
kind of
didn't,
feedback
right.
you need to hear.
I think that I wish I had better systems for bookkeeping and just budgeting, and also time off. Those are linked for me. And yeah, I think there's a lot of confidence to be built in doing bookkeeping and your finances, especially as an entrepreneur and a woman and
Yeah.
parent. So
Yeah.
that.
yeah, that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to hear one that I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm like totally solid there. Like, no, we all need work
Totally.
in all the areas. No, I think, and I appreciate your honesty about that.
Flexibility in how things get done. And so I think about this as, what is the outcome that you need, and being very clear on what the outcome is. Like, we need this to happen.
Yeah.
And however you want to get there, as long as we get there, like, what should I care? Honestly,
Yeah.
right? If I need you to get to point X with the deliverable Y,
Yeah.
I don't care what journey you take to get there. Like, take the long road for all I care, as long as you get there. And really being like, some people just think differently, process differently, bring in different talents and different experiences, that the road to point X may not be the same road I would take, but we still get there, and we still
Yeah.
have, package Y with us. And I think about that as you think about working out too. Like, I need to work out shoulders or biceps or triceps. Like, my way of doing the tricep workout may not look like the way of you, because I know I've seen you do chin-ups or pull-ups with weights tied to you, and I physically cannot do that, Leslie. Like, physically cannot do that. But that's your way of doing it, and my way is probably more like a push-up.
Yes, you can, Shanna. Yes, you can.
I know you think, but I don't need to. My push-ups are working quite fine for my shoulder
that's-
definition. So I think the thinking about it is, we do go about a lot of things in life in our way that's more effective for us. That doesn't mean it's the effective way for other people, and
Yeah.
being open to that and saying
Yeah.
that's what works for them, and we still get the same results.
Yes. I love this reminder. Systems don't mean rigidity necessarily, because different paths can still get you to the same outcome. It's not about controlling every single step. It's about creating enough clarity that you know you're moving in the right direction. You can have the best mindset in the world, but without structure, it doesn't go anywhere. Because businesses aren't built on intention alone. They're built on repetition, on systems, on doing the simple, sometimes boring things over and over and over. And when those systems are in place, that's when things can start to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit smoother, a little more sustainable. And next week, we are talking about one thing that makes all of this possible: the people that you surround yourself with.